All right, Hexagon, what time is it? Y'all, it is time to celebrate. So yesterday, which was a Monday, it was the last day of July 2013 or 2023, and Richard Hart was issued documents saying that he's being sued by the SEC. And this was very public because the SEC tweeted about it. And then all of crypto went crazy. And so we've got some people who are here because of Pulse Chain defending Richard. And we've got a lot of hardcore hexagons defending Richard, or the way that Richard went about doing things. And if you'll remember, it was like 8 months ago that a lot of these hexagons received subpoenas. And whenever they were receiving these subpoenas, then it was just them trying to gather information on like what angle to take on Richard. And from what it looks like, information that we've received from other hexagons like Kinetics and RG3 is that the SEC has already ruled Hex as not a security. It's already failed one of the Howey test legs, and therefore it doesn't stand. And so right now, right before the documentary comes out on Friday in theaters nationally, here we are on Tuesday. It's coming out on Friday. We are having all this exposure. And so I recommend that everybody, we need to control the narrative. We need to go out on social media and we need to say what's up. And we need to brag about this movie coming out. We need to brag about doing our own work in staking our hex and earning our yield, and unstaking our hex and doing it at whatever the market value is at the time. The latest news as of today is that some of the exchanges have stopped dealing with Hex or with Pulse. So be it, temporarily suspending the functions of those things. What I wanted to do right here, that news came out yesterday, and I had created a forum, or a thread over at Permies.com, which is a permaculture website run by Paul Wheaton up in Montana. And it's the largest permaculture website in the world. Tons of traffic coming through there. And back in the day, whenever I was trying to tell people about Hex in the very beginning, and then I created this thread, and then after that, I continue to update it on things that happen in our community, or milestones. So what we're going to do is we're going to go visit that thread, because yesterday when the news came out, somebody visited that thread, made a comment. I don't know if it was positive, negative. I have no idea what this comment is. It's just that because I was the thread author, I got a comment saying that it has gotten a new feedback, a new comment, and that I can visit the website. It's just, whatever your email updates or settings are set to. All right. So this is not my normal computer. So I've typed it into Google, or I'm going to type it into Google. Permies. There it is. My last search. Here at the top, permaculture and homesteading for goofballs, because Paul is that type of character to say that. And click on the forum tab. And here we are at the forums, where right here on the left column, there's best ever. Then here next to it is best this year, and then most recent. So It should be yesterday's best. It'll probably be like a few pages down, but what I'll do, it'd probably be like, page 4 or something. But what I'm going to do is type it into the search bar. Hex token. All right. Look at that awesome JPEG. It's marking it. So let's go down to the bottom of this page where we can find what page we're on. Okay, so there's 3 total pages. Let's go to the last page. Let's go to the very bottom of this page. It's probably somebody taunting me. So you're going to read it live with me. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is deep. Oh, crap. Martin Astor, who only has 2 posts ever, and 1 apple, meaning they've gotten a like from 1 person who's an admin once before. And somebody put 2 thumbs up on this thing already. That happened a day ago. Okay, you spelt my name wrong. Oh, see, yeah, he didn't like my rhetoric. My rhetoric that was saying something about like, hey, you're projecting, you're taking it as if you're judging Richard Hart, and you're assuming that what you would do is what Richard would do, and we see it all across the board. This is too much stuff for me to read live, but know that I'm going to go here and I'm going to make some statements. Because here he is quoting me one after the next. And this guy, he might be absolutely full of fucking shit. This guy might be a government agent. This might be this guy might be Richard. This might be some antagonist inside the Hex community. But the most important thing to me is the engagement. This guy is putting some time into this. And so, like, who do you want to be your buddies? People that are talented, people that challenge you, right? So it's going down tonight. Either that or this week. At some point, I'm going to respond to this stuff. You're just trying to justify your selfishness. Yeah. The owner of this website asked for a crowdfunding on a gentleman's agreement, and I gave him my 401k when I jumped ship from corporate world 10 years ago in order to help change the world. I gave it to him with interest owed. And so, yeah, I'm fucking selfish. Look at me. I'm fucking selfish. All I do is try to make the world a better place and service others. And there are just absolute assholes that are like, this will never work. They're just negative Nellies. This will never work. It'll never work because they don't trust others. They don't wrap up situations in their mind to recognize who is lying to you and who will be honorable. And not necessarily will the people that are honorable even like you. I guarantee, like, the people who are going to change the world, I'm probably not even going to like them. You know, they're not going to be my wife, my best friend. Those are people that I choose to be those positions. They're going to be the best at what they are. Let's cover facts. Yeah, I'm not going to go into any of this. But hey, you guys, go to Permies.com, type in hex token at the top, go to my thread, go to the very last comment by this guy, Martin Astor, who hasn't said shit in the forums, has no fucking reputation to ride on at all, and chooses the exact day that the SEC sues Richard Hart to make this fucking comment. It will be rebutted this week. All right, guys. Thanks so much. As you know, I'm over in Georgetown, Texas, which is 20 miles north of Austin. This week, down in Austin, the highest of stakes comes out in Austin and Dallas and Houston, as well as multiple other places around the United States. Highest of stakes movie. It's only $12 or something like that. It's actually free if you go through Maddie Allen's conference link. You can get a free ticket to the Austin showing. And we'll be hanging out this weekend. And then what else? I'm also sending out free mail packages to folks who want to have marketing tools for Hex. So get me your address if you want to. I'm EcoBuilder on Twitter. And then I'm also inside of the Telegram chats, EcoBuilder. And also, please recognize what work the Hex Postcards group has done over the years. And they're still over there on Telegram, and then hexpostcards.com as well. If it is that you have any ideas for marketing stuff, and it's like for an organization, please don't ask me to do it. Go ask the organization to do it. Recognize the difference between people who are doing things individualistically and people who are working in teams. That's been a big problem because people claim that they're a part of our community, and really they have come for all sorts of reasons, and they work together behind the scenes. I am a Hex OG working independently. I rely on people who have got reputations already inside the Hex community. And how do you build that reputation? It's over time. It's quality over time. So our memory, our mind cannot be front run by these new people. And as I've been sending out these mail packages to people, some of them have ideas, and I've tried to implement those ideas. But if you want me to create marketing tools for a group of folks and you don't recognize that they are separate from the individuals who make up the community, then it should, that is right. That just went right over your head. And that group wants you to be that way so that they can continue to steer you and all of your followers through their funneling so that they have more power, and the power of the money, right? So I'm not going to steer you away from Richard Hart. Instead, I'm going to point straight to Richard Hart, because that's who you should be following. And I'll do some analysis in the wake of the shit that he does. All right. Anybody who is here for Taco Tuesday, hooray, hooray. I do have my tacos with me. I went to the virtual Austin Bitcoiners meetup earlier today. And before that, I went to the restaurant and got these before they closed the kitchen. And over there at the Bitcoiners meeting, for some reason, it was quite small. Only one person was there besides the host and myself. And so that person got to ask all the questions that they wanted, because they were completely intro, completely not an owner of Bitcoin yet, wanting to know why are there so many coins, is the first question out of their mouth. And I totally understand that. But what I want to say is that, like, if you are gravitating to this stream because of meetup.com, I welcome you. Like I said, I'm in Georgetown, just 20 miles north of you in the downtown area. And I'm willing to take on any crypto questions that you have. And maybe even you could come down here and we could eat at a restaurant together, and you could see that I'm a normal Joe. But right now, in this timeline that we're living in the United States and in the world, it's important to understand technology and how it's changing society. And it's important to recognize that we do have the capabilities of issuing money outside of the grasp of our nation states that are interested in maintaining their power over us, because we give them that power. So that's why public school is so important to them. All right. I will check you guys later.